So I've been meaning to add GoblinSlayer to my collection for a while now, but he's pretty expensive. So I actually found a pretty cool bootleg version of the toy from Figma that I really wanted to play with. So the manufacturers of this basically create a version of the toy, which is a knockoff, but for all intents and purposes, it looks really good. I mean, holding him in hand, he feels great. Looking at the armor that's meant to be a mishmash of grubby leather, chainmail, and rusty metal, it looks good. I appreciate the weathered looking splatters of old goblin blood. It gives the toy a look of authenticity I wasn't expecting from this bootleg. However, though the detail is nice, the overall engineering of the plastic, specifically in the joints, is a bit crude, with its overt clicking and posturing. Sometimes it's hard to kind of move him, but other than that, he's a great toy. When it comes to accessories, he has his short sword, which is optimized for use in confined spaces. He likes using the sword to mostly kill goblins, and the toy comes with a sheath so you can put the sword right on in there. He comes with a crude club that he could use to just kind of come forward and boink his enemies to death. And he comes with his circular shield called Targe, which is practical and easy to carry, blunt and sharp. Scale-wise, I was very surprised at how tall GoblinSlayer was compared to some of my other anime toys, so he fits really well in that regard. GoblinSlayer is such a complicated and conflicting character in the sense where his background is so covered in darkness and tragedy, but the controversy of what happens in the anime is so vast for so many people to want to experience. I mean, to some people, it's just a story where he's fighting goblins, and he's so dense that all he thinks about, eats and drinks and sleeps, is how to kill goblins for what they did to his sister. And the anime, for some people, is not for them because it does depict a lot of really crude and horrible things. But I like GoblinSlayer because it's a story about one man's determination to get rid of a conflict that has been a part of him for so long. I mean, there's real trauma in this show. And GoblinSlayer himself, when he has those moments where he can rely with his isekai friends and ultimately be better than what he could be, allowing himself to grow, allowing himself to feel, and allowing himself to be better than just killing goblins, it really showcases a sense of heart that anyone could be better, that anyone can get better from the trauma that defines them. And at the end of the day, it's also just a great show where he kills a bunch of goblins. Great addition to the collection. So happy he's here. This bootleg really worked out. I mean, I paid a lot less for a lot more.